This self-made trap leads to you not feeling capable, feeling unworthy, and feeling miserable because you might be destroying your self-image. Are you making commitments and promises to yourself that you then don't follow through on, that you then don't keep? Yeah, of course, sometimes life comes up. Sometimes you can't do the things that you set out to do. Circumstances get in the way. But we want at least an 80% win rate. And what I mean by that is, if you say you're going to do something, there should be at least an 80% chance that you're going to actually do it. Maybe you said you were going to do the dishes 10 minutes, 30 minutes later, and then it ended up being left till the next day. Maybe you said you were going to show up somewhere at a certain time, and you were 5 minutes late. Seems like no big deal, but the compound effect of this over time is really significant. You see, if you don't view yourself as the kind of person that follows through and does what they say they're going to do, it's very difficult to actually trust yourself with any big goal and any dream that you have. And all of a sudden, the things that you care about, the things that are valuable to you, that mean something to you, become out of reach and overwhelming and difficult. And for some people, it seems like these really big tasks, these big dreams are almost effortless to achieve. While for other people, it's this constant uphill struggle. And I used to feel like that too. It was hard for me in the beginning, building my business, coaching people and working with clients, even just building a good relationship and having a good family life. Those things felt like so above me, beyond me, far out of reach. Just having happiness seemed like something that was distant. And I always wondered why for some people it seemed like it was just natural and gifted to them. And the reality is, it's these little moment-to-moment decisions that add up and then craft and create your way of looking at yourself. If you have all these reference points of you missing deadlines, saying you're going to do something and not doing it, making a promise and not keeping it, telling yourself you're going to achieve a goal and then not achieving it, what do you think is going to happen? I remember when I was younger, and I had about 65 extra pounds on me than I do now, I would tell myself I'm gonna start on Monday. And that was genuine, I meant it. I was gonna start on Monday. That's when my diet would begin. That's when I would really, stop eating all the crappy food that was making me gain weight and putting me in a bad mental state. But when Monday came around, of course, maybe I'd stick to it for a few hours, maybe even a day, but inevitably I'd crack. So I was telling myself I'm gonna do it. And then, when the moment came, I'd flop. Maybe you are making this grandiose moment for yourself. Maybe you're telling yourself, I'll start then. 1st of January, that one's really popular. Maybe you're telling yourself, in a couple of weeks from now. But that moment is fictional. You are creating a fantasy in your mind and saying, I'll do it then. And that's rewarding you and giving you a little bit of a dopamine boost, making you feel good. So you can tell yourself, yeah, I'm going to, so it's okay if I don't do the right thing right now. And what we want to do is just reverse that and say, let's make a commitment now, and let's make a commitment that's doable. So we don't have to say that we're going to go on a diet for a year. We don't have to say that we're going to build our business and work on it for 8 hours every day while we also have a job. Let's say you're starting out, right? I tried to do that. Doesn't really work, when I was starting 6 years ago. So realistically though, what could you do? For me, 6 years ago, a video a day. Easy, 10 minutes, record it, post it. I did that for a whole year. Changed my life, changed my business. What else could I do? Well, I could meditate. That'd be good. Build some gray matter, get some peace and calm, feel happy for no reason. That'd be nice. So I did that. So I built a 1,500-day meditation streak, plus at this point. You get the idea. What I'm showing you is the momentum that can be gained off of these little decisions, off of doing this one little thing that isn't so overwhelming and crazy and beyond you, and following through on it, it's incredible. The way that I feel now about, growing my company or helping clients or building relationships or taking care of myself and my health, it doesn't feel like an uphill struggle anymore. And it's not because I'm so much better and I have all these skills. Sure, I do have some skills, but the really valuable part is how I feel about myself and how I view myself. I view it as something that isn't that difficult. I view it as hey, this is natural. And before, it was difficult. It was out of reach because of those little decisions compounding and adding up together. So your life can change so much just from today, making one little choice to, instead of breaking your commitments and not following through, to just follow through. And hey, don't overwhelm yourself. Don't put too much on your plate because that's just a big of a mistake. If you add and pile up all this stuff, and maybe half of it isn't even that important, and you tell yourself you're gonna do all these things, then you don't, you're gonna feel bad. Because you know you told yourself to do it and then you didn't do it. That's the way you're supposed to feel. You see, we're wondering, why do we feel that way? Why do I feel guilty? Oh, I should just forgive myself. I should just let it go. That's a natural response. If you told yourself you were gonna do something and you didn't do it, hopefully you'd feel a little bit guilty. The natural mechanism that should kick in and tell you, hey, wait a second, didn't you tell yourself you were gonna do this? So wake up. Stop kidding yourself. Stop lying to yourself. When I did stop lying to myself, it wasn't difficult anymore. It wasn't hard. It was easy. It was just do the right thing, but just do a few right things. You don't have to do everything right all at once. Just pick a few that really matter to you. So if you want to, write down 3 for yourself. Take inspiration from mine. Or ask some people that you admire, or look at their daily life and their habits and what they do that leads to them having the kind of success that maybe you admire. And just follow through on that. And forget about everything else. Forget about trying to be perfect. Forget about being great at absolutely everything. You can't. But you can be really great at a few things, and you can feel really good about yourself if you're honest with yourself. That's the most important thing. You see, people who are honest with themselves don't find it hard or difficult to do the right thing. They don't find this uphill battle. I know, because I went from lying to myself to being honest with myself. And if you make that transformation and that decision and that choice, the way that you feel, the way that you show up, the way that you behave, it'll be in alignment to what matters most to you. I hope that you enjoyed this. And also, don't forget, if you want to get some personal support and help from me, go to erafael.com. There you can book a free one-on-one consultation with me. We'll talk, see what's going on in your life, and see how I can help you grow and progress. You'll also be joining a community of incredible like-minded people if we decide to work together, and you'll be having the support that you need to really accomplish what you want with your life. Again, go to erafael.com, and there you can sign up for that free call. Take care. I'll catch you on the next one.